What's good, everybody? My name is Ernesto Beckford, and I'm here with
King Lapo in the building.
And your boy K Dibs.
And you are tuned into On the Scene podcast, where we talk about everything under the sun, from sports all the way down to hip hop.
Yes, sir.
That being said, guys, tell me about what's on your playlist.
Right now, I'm listening to Burna Boy.
Okay.
I love Burna Boy. I feel like he's revolutionizing what it means for hip hop in Nigeria. I'm Nigerian for people who don't know. Mm-hmm. And I just love his music. I think he's bringing Afro beats to America. A lot of people are being recognized about what he does and everything like that. So yeah, he's on my playlist heavy.
I definitely agree with that. I'm African descent as well, and I definitely have Burna Boy on my playlist. All the time. At least right now, we be in the gym, and I've been on this Port of Miami too by Rick Ross. He dropped a new album a couple of days ago, and I've been on it heavy. You already know how it is. So, I've been on that. Definitely a gym playlist for sure. You put him on the speakers, you'll be in the gym for a while. I think it's one of his better albums, actually. So, I know he came out with God Forgives I Don't in 2012. That was probably one of my favorite albums of him that he dropped. But he dropped this one. I think that's on a similar level. And I think he picked it back up because I think he had like a couple dud albums like Mastermind. I didn't think that was that great. Mm-hmm. And then he dropped Black Market, I think, and I think that was one of his biggest duds. I thought Ross was falling off. I didn't really like it.
I actually like Black Market.
You like Black Market?
I actually like Black Market.
I think he had like 2 good songs on there, and I was like, okay, yeah, nah, like you. And I just didn't think it was really that authentic. I didn't think it was really him. Mm-hmm. And I think he really came back on this one, off the jump. The first track was just jumping off rip. So
What's the top track on there, on your opinion?
Oh man, it's between Act a Fool and Big Time. It's between those two, in my opinion. So right off the top, you listen to the first track, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a Rick Ross album.
Yeah,
off rip.
What's the song that's called with Drake in it? Something Roses.
Gold Roses, I believe.
Golden Roses.
Yeah,
like
you know what? To be honest, I actually haven't heard that song yet.
That's on fire.
That's on fire. It's on the Ross album.
Yeah, it's on. I haven't actually went through the whole album. I'm be real with y'all. I haven't.
My guy stopped at Big Time.
I've been. I listened to the first 8 songs, so okay. I'm still in the middle of it. But definitely one of his better. One of the albums that doesn't really have as many skips as a normal Rick Ross album would have.
No, I totally understand.
You think Rick Ross you think he's great by himself without features?
That's hard. I actually like him for like what he really talks about, like starting businesses and uplifting the Black community. So honestly, for me, I don't think he need the features. Yeah, but it's always a plus.
I personally think he needs his features. And it's not that what he's saying isn't nice. Like it's not like Ross, he's not a nice rapper, but I feel like what he displays to the community, a lot of the community looks at his albums and they look forward to seeing, okay, what features does Ross have on his album? Because every album that he has, he's not a J. Cole authentic type of guy that's going to drop an album with no features or just have just him on the album. Most times he always has Meek, he always has Drake. So you always know that when Ross drops an album that there's going to be people on it. Yeah. He normally has Chris Brown too, so it's like I think people look forward to his features more so than just him as an artist. But that doesn't take away from his greatness. I think he's still definitely a great rapper. I don't think he's top 5 or anything, but I think he's always in the conversation. Like, when people talk about, oh, these are the best 5 rappers, or these are the people who are nice today. I think he always falls in that second tier of people that's like, people listen to Ross. They listen to him.
Top 10, top 15 for sure.
Right.
Speaking about feature, I love it when him and Jay-Z get together. Like, I swear that's always like something that hit. Yeah.
Of course,
definitely.
Being born from New York, I'm a
here we go.
You already know. So
you gotta mention born in New York, man.
All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And why?
It could be the middle of summer. He's walking around with Tim's.
Everybody right now, listen.
Look, Tim's
on the team podcast. On site, you will always see Kevin, no matter if it's raining, summertime. He will be wearing Tim's.
Some form of Tim's.
Look, Tim's. Once you put a pair on, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. You'll become a different person. You'll be like, this is the greatest boot ever invented.
Oh man.
Well, it's getting heated out here. And
yeah, true. Hot, very hot. Texas, Austin, Texas, 100 degrees. I'm currently sweating right now.
Always hot. It's even hot in this room.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Speaking about that, you know, this that trend going around, that hot girl summer. What that mean to y'all?
Look, man. Y'all want to speak? Y'all want to speak on this first?
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Look, a hot girl summer to me, I feel like, is a chance for women to
Be careful.
I know.
live a celebrity type lifestyle. Let's put it that way. You know, they get to go out and enjoy themselves a little bit more than than they would with their regular day job lives. Let's put it that way.
I would put you on the spot and ask you what that means, but what about you, Lapo?
I'd say it gives a chance for women to, express freely whatever they want to do during the summer to have a good time. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is, it's a movement, and a lot of these females are about their money nowadays. So, I'm not saying that they haven't been, but
okay. So does a hot girl summer, it relates to money, like to you?
Oh no, I just feel like that's like the main core of it. Like they about their stuff. So
okay.
To me, I feel like it's more related to fun and living.
That is true too.
Living a type of lifestyle that they see on
Televised,
TV, on TV, or their favorite celebrities or their favorite artists that they listen to. They see them living that lifestyle, and I feel like we all can attest to that. We've all seen it. How celebrities, how they get to live, or how how it is when they go out. It's not the same about when we go out, when we do things.
Yeah.
So I feel like that hot girl summer is a chance for them. They feel like, oh, when a girl says, I want to live a hot girl summer, or they contest to that. I feel like that's the type of lifestyle that they trying to grasp.
Okay.
But I have my own opinions about that.
Man,
no need for detail.
So basically, just flexing.
Basically, just flexing, pretty much for the summer. But the summer's almost over.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be no more flexing after a while.
All right, so let's go into this. What do you all think about people who flex on IG in terms of they're portraying a life that they necessarily do not live on a daily basis? So you might see, somebody take a trip to wherever, same city, same different state, whatever it is, and they're living this lavish life posted on IG, but in reality, they're not. Yeah. You think that's just people living their best life? They're just trying to live life to the fullest, or what's your thoughts on it?
I feel like I have mixed emotion about that. I feel like everybody wants to have that glam and glory, and if you basically fake it till you make it type thing, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you're not big time like that. So
I mean, I kind of agree with that. Like, okay, to directly answer your question, it's almost like I'm about to answer your question with a question and be like, why? Like, my question is, why I don't even know why people do that, because look, I don't know why people invest so much time and money into trying to make themselves live a lifestyle that it's not really a lifestyle for you at this particular time in your life. And I'm pretty sure we could all attest, or know people, or seen people that why it's one thing to travel, and you want to travel and show everyone that, like, okay, I'm having a great time. This is what I'm doing on vacation. And it's one thing to pretend that you are a celebrity, or you have arrived, or you have made it when you really haven't. There's I honestly, even in asking the question, I don't see the purpose in doing that.
What if people just want to live that life? They want to live their life to the fullest. They want to be the celebrity that they see on TV for a week,
okay,
or a couple of days, and they had the bread for it. They saved up, they worked hard, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna take this trip. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to Vegas, rent a Lambo, and I'm that person. Like, this is who I'm coming here. I've arrived.
Okay, I guess it's just a mindset thing. And it's like me asking the question, why would you want to just live like a celebrity for a week when you could invest,
that's true,
work hard,
yeah,
and live like that for a lifetime?
True.
These celebrities that we see on TV, athletes we see on TV, they live like that. That they're not stunting. That's their life. That's how they live. Like, that's how they do things. Like that's a regular life for them. For us, for some people, middle class citizens, that's not our life. So why invest in a week or just a weekend to live like them when your regular life isn't like that? Why wouldn't you just invest in your regular life first and let the glam and what you see on IG, it comes with it? So that's kind of my perspective on it. Like, so it's more things like I don't really understand why people put so much effort into showing out.
I feel like it's just the extent of how people show it that I feel like there can be a point to where it looks like you're going a little bit too far with it.
Exactly. Yeah. There definitely is a point. Kind of like we said before. Like, look, there's a point where it's like, okay, look, I'm just trying to show everyone that I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation. I'm on a boat or I'm on a yacht or I just rented this out and you're showing everyone that you're having a good time, but people were understanding that, oh, he's out. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
Then there's some people, and I'm pretty sure we all know somebody. We don't have to name no names or nothing.
Oh, goodness.
But who will, go out on vacation like this and act like they've arrived or like they are that person. Yet when they come back home, their lifestyle isn't like that. So it's a touchy subject. It's something I don't really, even to this day, really understand why people invest so much in that when they can invest in their life, like in their life, in their regular, your regular life should be like that. If you want to go out and you want to be on vacation and drive an M4 BMW, why can't you own one? Yeah. So,
well, at the same time, someone can say like they're on vacation and, they want to experience the full extent that they can possibly can.
Right. Like we said, right. Some people, they want to just have fun on their vacation.
Yeah.
You could have fun on your vacation and not stunt like you're that person. That's your regular life. Yeah. You could have fun on your vacation and be like, hey, I'm just on vacation having fun, enjoying myself for this time. That's it. You don't have to act to people or present it to people in a way that it's like, hey, this is my regular life. And then, I'm pretty sure if you meet someone on vacation and you really got to really know them after a while, you'll figure out, oh, this person isn't what I really thought.
All right, let me ask you all this question, Nesto. If you say you go to Vegas and you ran out a Ferrari or Lamborghini, you driving around, somebody pulls up beside you and say, hey, Nesto, nice car. How'd you get it? All that stuff like that. What are you going to say? Are you going to be like, oh, nah, I'm just renting it. I'm on vacation. Or are you going to claim?
Hell
like,
yeah. I'm like, no, I'm stunning.
This guy right here.
So you're going to admit that you're not the one that's...
If someone actually came up to me, yeah, because then I would have to make up like a full lie about
See, that's
how I got it.
I feel like that's the point we get into. I feel like the people that are doing it to the extent where it's a little bit too much, I feel like those are the type of people who be like, yeah, this is mine.
Yeah, I do Forex trading.
This is mine.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to claim it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not yours, it's not yours. You could be like, yeah, I'm on vacation, I'm having a good time, renting out this Lambo. I'm on vacation. It's all fun and good. That's different. That's different. Definitely different.
So next topic you guys want to move on to, social life versus your work life. And pretty much I've kind of had some questions to where, why don't you think people who work a 9-to-5 corporate life, why don't they share their outside life and what they do outside of work to their coworkers? I feel like people try to keep their social life outside of work. Why is that?
I feel like you sometimes got to separate, your work from your job, because you don't want people that you have to see 24/7 all up in your business, But at the same time, it's always good to share what you're doing, because you never know what the next man is doing, right?
True.
And that being said, once you share, someone might have connections that could probably project whatever you're doing to another extent. For example, I do like videography and like photography, and actually had a coworker that did the same thing, and he was far advanced than I was, but we would never know. I would have never known that if, I didn't share what I did.
Most definitely.
But at the same time, I know I don't want my manager and my director coming up to me like, hey, how's that video going? I'm here for work.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I feel you. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing if you could mix the two and have a lifestyle where, what you do outside of work and what you do in work are actually intertwined. But it's something it's just from experience or just from what I've seen in the world, it's something that's really hard to do. And like, I guess personally for me, it's something that I'm like trying to do, but it's hard to master in a way because, I think it's pretty obvious. Like, I got a full sleeve. Like, I got this full sleeve now. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, definitely no one. I work at corporate 9 to 5. I'm an IT project manager, and no one at the office knows I have a sleeve. Like, I wear long sleeves every day.
Why?
And I think it's for me, it's just the fear of being judged. Yeah, it's the fear of being judged, and it's not in a way. Look, some people in all, I guarantee you, there's a bunch of people who don't care. They're not going to care at all. It's the few people that do, and you never know, especially in our society today, how some people would view, and I guess I'm specifically talking about tattoos at this point.
Yeah.
You don't know how people view tattoos at this point. You know what I'm saying?
So if you got hired on, say you had, half a sleeve and they saw it, and you got hired on with them knowing that you had a tattoo and you got more tattoos, you wouldn't mind showing your...
Yeah, I think it would be easier for me to show it up knowing if they already knew. I mean, when I first got hired on, I had nothing. I had no tattoos. So I got them, just within the past year or two. So no one's really known about it. So it's one of those things that I know, like, tattoos for some people it's iffy. It doesn't change my skill or like what I could do at work. But I just know some people view it some people have a negative connotation when it comes to tattoos. So me knowing this, I try to avoid that negative connotation with the people I have around me in the workplace. So
I feel like we're in a different time though. Like, there's people walking around with gauges and tat all over their bodies, and they're working in corporate office too. So
definitely.
I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I feel like you should express who you are if it means having tat at a workplace.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I completely understand. That's definitely an area I feel like I would definitely try to strive towards being, because there's a bunch of people. I know people in the office that I work at. Yeah. They got tattoos or whatever. I just know specifically for me. And when I first started working at where I work at, I'm an IT project manager at General Motors. Like I said, I didn't have no tattoos. So I ended up getting them, and to this day, a lot of the people on my team who I work with, they don't even know that I even have it as of right now. So it's I've definitely kept that separate.
Do you think it's more so because I'm pretty sure the people you work with are older than you, right?
Yeah.
So it's more so, I feel like it's more so a stereotypical view. What they have on tattoos, they just think it's bad, and if they see that, you might think they might have a different view.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I work...
Which really shouldn't affect what you do at work. But
it definitely doesn't. Like, it shouldn't. It doesn't affect my, the way I work or what I do. Yeah, but I definitely work with the older generation of people. Like, prior to being a PM, I was a test analyst, and I worked with a bunch of younger guys, like, guys that are like my age, and I didn't have no problem. Like, if I got the tattoo now and I was around them, I'd be like, and even some of them, I think they didn't have nothing as They had this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But they had like a piece or two, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, if I was on my old team or a different team with younger people, around, who are around our generation, it'd be easier for me to share than to be with, I work with the older generation of people. So I know how those type of people can think at times, so I normally keep that cognizant when I'm at work. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think going more back to the social aspect of it. One of my friends, you guys know him too, Bobby Attenborough. He is a DJ and part-time DJ, and he's a product manager at Microsoft. So I had interviewed him on my podcast, Kings and Queens podcast. Make sure you check it out.
Shameless plug.
Kings and Queens podcast. You feel me? But I had him on podcast, and I asked him, I was like, why do you think it's hard for people to, like we're talking about, kind of express themselves how they do outside of work or whatever they do outside of work and bring it into their workspace? He was like, I was like that before. Before, he would never want anybody to come across his DJ Blast page. Not that he was ashamed of it, but because he just thought that there would just be some type of stereotypical view that would be placed on him because he DJs, and what he DJs in terms of the genre of his music, hip hop, Afrobeat. It's not popular. It might not be popular to people that he worked with. Maybe, you never know. But he said he just got over that, and now everything that is on his Facebook to LinkedIn to Instagram is DJ Blast, OG Blast, right? So he was able to kind of integrate the two, his outside life and his work life. And now he even DJs for Microsoft.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. So
now they know him not just as a product manager at Microsoft, but they know, we can use him as, for our events as a DJ, which I think is cool. Once you get to that point where you can do that, I think that's really
right. Like I said, it's really a beautiful thing where you could take your outside. At the end of the day, look, if you're working 9 to 5, you're spending a lot of your time at your 9 to 5. Yeah. Let's just be honest. You waking up, you going there. It's a lot. You spend a lot of your time at your 9 to 5. So if you could really incorporate the two, it's a very beautiful thing. So I definitely commend, and I definitely know Bobby. I commend what he's doing. That's very that's impressive to do.
Big facts.
What y'all thought on Carmelo Anthony?
Melo.
Look,
you're not getting signed.
This guy, man.
He's not signed. Hey, he's not getting signed, y'all. I just don't think so. I feel like his time. I like Melo, but I think his time's coming to an end. Hey. Look,
y'all. You can put this camera on me. Because I'm a Carmelo Anthony stan. Carmelo Anthony is still, to this day, he's still a good player. Mm-hmm. And there's no reason why he should not be able to make a 15-man roster on as many NBA teams as there are. Think about it. To this day, Dwayne Wade, he already retired. He had his farewell. He went away. To this day, Dwayne Wade, if he really wanted to, could come on and make a 15-man roster.
True. Mm-hmm. True.
There should be no reason why the same thing should not be with Carmelo. And I think that the reason why he's not on a 15-man roster is because of the perspective or perception that people have about him, that he's a very ball-dominant person. Mm-hmm. He doesn't like to pass. He doesn't like to share the ball. And he doesn't like to win. And then he's all about his money. This is what people think. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of his teammates that have actually played with him. I was listening to a snippet of, I heard one of his old teammates, Earl Watson, talking about him. He played with him in Denver, saying that Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest team guys that he's actually ever played with. And Carmelo's very, he likes to have fun when he's playing. He doesn't, and he's a very team guy. He's a very team-oriented guy. He actually loves to win. That's his biggest thing, is that he loves to win. But I think in today's NBA, coaches fear of telling their players the truth. And if you think about that with veterans, there's a perspective that even when a veteran gets old, some veterans understand, like Dwayne Wade did, you're not the player that you are anymore. You're not. It's simple. And I think some coaches fear about telling their veterans that, hey, you're not that guy anymore. So I think with Carmelo, who's historically played on bad teams, and he's been told, hey, you got to score the ball. You got to be ball dominant. This is what you have to do. The coach will tell him, Melo will have a 30-point game, and, coach would be like, hey, good job. You did a good job. Mm-hmm. And then go back to management and be like, oh, yeah, this guy doesn't want to pass. He doesn't want to share the ball. He doesn't want to. But yet you're telling him that this is what he has to do. Because in order to win, you're the best person on a bad team. Who else is going to score the ball? So, I think it is outrageous. It is outrageous that Carmelo can't make a 15-man roster in today's NBA. I think that he needs a coach. He needs a coach, a trustworthy coach that will tell him, hey, Carmelo, All we need you to do.
I already know what Ernesto thinking. You want to go to the Spurs?
Man,
San Antonio.
Spurs is my team.
The Spurs would be the Spurs is actually will be a great fit for him. 'Cause I know Greg Popovich doesn't. He don't play. he don't mess around. So I know he would probably come up to Melo and tell him in his face, "We need you to play defense and pass the ball and run around the baseline and stand in the corner and shoot threes, and pretty much your offense will be something similar to Draymond Green, and you'll play defense and pass the ball."
So out of all the team, you think Spurs is the best fit in, or is there another team that you? Because me personally, I think Golden State Warriors would be a great fit for him.
Him and Steph.
I think anybody who plays with Golden State. I mean, it's different now because KD's gone. So I think Melo's services would actually be
They need someone.
needed in Golden State more now than whatever. Like he wouldn't just be going there to like ring chase like most people do. I think he would actually be a great, he would contribute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would definitely be another spot.
Yeah. I think right now they're trying to have him playing with James. What do you think about that?
Who, Melo and James?
Yeah.
I think they friends. So I mean, I think that might.
They definitely got the chemistry.
My Lakers, you feel me? So
they definitely got the chemistry over there. But
we need all the help we can get.
In the West, I honestly don't think that they'll make too much noise. To be honest.
Dang.
Yeah, I like the LeBron AD thing that they got going on. Melo would be a good piece to that. I don't know. Western Conference basketball is a different ball game. So I feel like. They probably make some noise in the playoffs, but I don't think it's like you look at their roster and then you're like, oh, these guys are going to the chip. I don't think it's like that. Even if you add Melo to the mix at this point.
The Lakers? You don't think so?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know right now, we winning it all. I'm just saying right now, hey, I'm a Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? Always been.
Okay. So who we get switched up. Who NBA Finals coming up? It's early, very very early.
Yeah.
With all the trades that's happened, KD's not in Golden State anymore. There's a lot of moves that's been made during the offseason. Without your Lakers bias and without your Spurs bias, who you got in the
Spurs?
In the finals?
No, I'm playing.
Who you got in the finals?
In the finals, definitely the Lakers, and we beating Golden State. I think Golden State losing KD. Golden State before KD and the roster that they had before KD, it was really good, right? Now that KD's gone, do you really think they can still be? I mean, they're definitely a top team.
They won 79 games without KD.
Yeah. I don't know.
A couple years ago, they won 79 games without KD.
Yeah, but they're a different team when they picked them up.
Different.
Like
they got different. The roster was who did they have before before KD? They had.
I mean, they still had their nucleus three they had Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and then they had Iggy. I mean,
they heard. I don't know. There's talks of Klay Thompson might be wanting to leave. I don't know, but if he stays, then I think Golden State they still competitive. I just think Lakers with LeBron and AD together. Come on.
Who else do they have besides those two guys?
Hey. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Hey,
okay, so you pretty much
gonna find a way.
You got the Lakers in the West. Who you got in the East? You have the Lakers winning it all. It seems like.
Yeah.
So who do you have in the East?
It don't matter who's in the East.
oh,
He said the East.
Who do you have next on the East?
Eastern Conference basketball is trash.
Who do you have in the East next?
I don't know. That's tough because there's a lot of switching that just happened. If KD comes back 100%, then definitely it's going to be Brooklyn.
Yeah, I could definitely see Brooklyn making it. But I mean, right now, it may be
Brooklyn and San Antonio.
Look how I slid that in.
This guy got San Antonio coming out.
Wait, since we're on sports, I just want to see y'all's perspective on Odell in the Cleveland Browns, right?
Why are we talking about all my favorite?
I like
because he's a New York Giants fan.
I like Odell too. I just want to see him playing with his old teammate back in college, right?
Oh,
both play at LSU.
Yeah.
You still a fan of Odell?
Oh yeah. To be completely honest, I'd be like, damn, do I even want to be a Giants fan anymore? I'm like, I got so used to Odell, and to be honest, I think the roster that the Giants got right now is probably my least favorite Giants roster from up to down that I've seen. I mean, but Odell, that's my guy until I'm rooting for him because I think he wasn't treated fairly in New York.
He's wilding on the gram though. He's wilding on the ground.
Look,
man.
Bro.
Yeah, that's all I want to say.
He's living his best life.
Look, he's but he look like we talked about earlier. He could do that because that's
he
his
can
lifestyle.
get away with it.
He can get away with that's his lifestyle. He's living that life. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't post nothing like that.
I'm sure it's all for his woman fans. So
Female friends.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he got a lot. So.
Moving on to the next topic. What do y'all think about Elon Musk? I'll let you take lead on this one because you brought this up.
So pretty much Elon Musk, right? He's thinking about, or I think it's in the works. It's this thing called Neuralink, and what it is they're pretty much trying to elevate the mindsets of humans to pretty much take us to that next level. As humans, we're always evolving, right? So. What can we do in terms of technology to take us to that next level? So what they are, testing and planning on doing is pretty much getting a chip or whatever, and you're inserting it into your brain. Kev's face already. Pretty much you're getting the chip.
Jesus.
Go ahead. Hey.
Oh
my goodness. But you're putting it in your brain, and you're going to be able to access the internet, basically. You're going to have computer in your mind. So anything you want to find out is already, you don't need your phones anymore. You don't need your computers. We're going to be able to think faster. It's like we have iRobot kind of thing.
So,
what are your thoughts on it?
So instead of tapping into like 2% of your brain, you
it's kind of like you have access to.
That's scary, man.
It is.
That's scary.
It is. What do you? I don't know.
Look, just think about first. Let's start with. I like to slow things down. Let's start with the surgery part. So someone's gonna be like, "All right, man. Look, hey, we're finna you're completely fine. Mm-hmm. you're fine. You're fine. Everything is okay with you. Like, hey, man, we're finna open up your brain and we're gonna put a chip in your brain.
Yeah.
Why? Why? See, like when you slow down, it's like why would you want to do that?
So let me move it back for a little bit. They plan on testing this on people that had disabilities. Gotcha. So if you have a disability, and this might be able to help them, change that. Person has ADHD, or if somebody has whatever kind of mental disability, this can help them. And then in turn, they plan on maybe using it on people who are perfectly fine.
Look. Any technological advancements that's for the sick or to help people who are in need, I think is a completely different story than just
messing with
a regular, healthy human being. And he's like, hey, I want to put this chip in my brain.
See,
smarter.
The only thing that I'm worried about is it's easy to hack into a computer. Yeah. So that being said, imagine someone hacking into millions of people at once,
But think about it. It's not going to be that.
It's going to be the movie iRobot.
No, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be like that. Like right now, we have all the access to internet like we have, right? We have access to so much information out there. Why not everybody uses it? There's answers to so many things that you want to learn out there. We have it, but now it's just going to be in a more convenient place in your brain. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm with it. I think it's a certain point where it's too far where you're messing with your body, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you're messing with the body at the end of the day.
But I'm just trying to see their mindset on why they think this would be okay in evolving us as humans. Back in the day, there were no phones, no computers. Now we have computers. We have even cars that can even drive themselves, which is crazy. But now, technology is always going to evolve. I feel like this is a place where you never know. I mean, it might go there.
Look, my guy, this is an involvement in technology. So its advancement is great. Mm-hmm. I just feel like as a human race, we tend to take these things too far sometimes. Mm-hmm. And this example, in my opinion, is an example of it going too far. Look, we have advancements in technology, and a lot of it is external. It's, like you said, phone. Mm-hmm. We got planes. We got cars that drive itself. Those advancements in technology are very different than someone sitting down, letting someone open their brain and put a chip in there.
If somebody wants to pay for that, do you think that's wrong? If it's available right now, and they're like, hey, Kev, they're not coming up to you forcing you saying you want to do it, but if somebody's like, hey, I want this kind of kind of information, and
Hey,
I wanted to do this.
You live and you learn. So, look, to each his own.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell somebody.
It's interesting. I wonder what restrictions, like Nesto said, what it has.
Yeah,
on it.
there's definitely got to be a bunch of law restrictions because look, if there's a chip in your brain, like Ernesto said, somebody can access someone's
gonna be smart enough.
Someone can be smart enough to access it. Yeah. So,
like, if you really think about it, like Russia just tapped into one of the biggest IT firm, Facebook, with ease. So I can only imagine it'd be easy to tap into.
Yeah, when you got all the information.
Like this. Yeah.
Right. I see this being, if a bunch of people are on board for this, I see this being a problem, a big one. And yeah, I personally am not with it. It's not me, but like I said, to each his own. It's just, I think it's just a dangerous game that we playing with as humans. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Well, I think that wraps up everything for our first episode.
First episode on the scene.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once again, my name is Ernesto Beckford.
King Lapo in the building.
And K Dibs.
And tune in next time. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We out. That's cool. We hit the 107 mark. Good.
Good.
Hey, man.
What?
I forgot the word hack.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
fuck.
I had to bump you, bro.
I know.
He's like, bumper.
I was like, investigation? Research?
He's like, no, I think it was like,
Fuck.
Hack it.